Welcome to the OpenEMR project. This is the 5th video in the OpenEMR Easy Docker Development Environment series. This video will show how to start using Git for OpenEMR development. Git in GitHub allows collaborative development of software. Proficiency in Git will make you a better OpenEMR developer, and Git from command line is usually the way to go. The goal of this tutorial is to give you a running start. Assumptions for this tutorial are that you have set up and are using the OpenEMR Easy Docker Development Environment, which is covered in the link posted in this slide. And this link is also in the summary of the video. Your environment, we also assume that the environment is in the home Git OpenEMR directory. This video will cover how to make several things easier by customizing Git. We'll show how to create a upstream remote that is connected to the official OpenEMR codebase. We'll show how to keep this upstream remote updated. We'll show how to use Git branches for development, and we'll show how to collaborate with other developers and the OpenEMR project. Let's get started. First, we will customize the bash shell to improve the usability of Git by placing this script of code into the bash rc script. The link to this code is on this slide and can also be found in the video summary. Let's open a terminal and we'll go to the home directory and then to the git /OpenEMR directory, which is the directory of the repository. As you can see here, it looks like a standard directory. We will now open a text editor, look for a document, need to change this to all files, and then right click and show hidden files, and then go to the .bashrc directory, .bashrc file, and then we'll go to that link that was shown in the slide, which will show the script or the block of code that we're going to copy and paste into that .bashrc file. So again, we'll copy it, and then we're going to paste that block of script into the bottom of this file. Save it, and then can close it. We then will need to restart the terminal, so we'll exit that terminal and then start a new one. And we'll enlarge it just to make it easier to see on the video. Go to the home directory, then go to the git /OpenEMR directory. And as you can see here, you'll now see the word master in the path. This is showing the Git branch that is currently checked out. And again, you can also show it by doing the git status command, confirms that it's on the branch master. Just to provide an example, we're going to make another branch utilizing the git checkout-b with a branch name of new testing branch. This will create a new branch and then check out that branch. And as you can see here, the path now says new testing branch, showing us that we're in that branch, which we can confirm with the git status command. As you can see, it says we're on the new testing branch. So this is just a nice way to make sure that you're in the right branch. It shows you every single time you make a command in the path. And again, we'll just go back and check out git checkout master to go back into the master branch, which again you can see in the path. Now we're going to customize the Git configuration to add some alias commands, which will allow easier use of the Git commands. So we are going to open up the text editor, and open the script in git /OpenEMR /.git /config file. And here is the config file that we're going to modify. And we're going to go to the link for that code, or that block of code that we're going to copy and paste. That was in the slide and also is in the summary. So we're going to copy that block of code and we're going to put it into the script below the core section and above the remote origin section and paste it in. So these are shortcut commands that we can use now in Git. So if you do git st, it'll just like doing git status. Git ci is like git commit. Git br is like git branch. Git co is like git checkout. Git df is like git diff. And then this is a log command, shorthanded. And then this is the most important one, is this git lf command, which we will demonstrate in a little bit. So we'll open a terminal. And just to demonstrate these new commands, we can do git st, which is the same as git status. Again, showing the git status. And we'll do the git lg command, which shows the log of the git commits. As you can see here, shows a list of commits with some information on each commit. This is the first commit. It's in chronological order. There's the ID of the commit. You can see the author, the summary of the commit, and then you can even see the code changes that were made in this commit. And you can see other commits by going up and down, or using the up and down keys. And in order to stop viewing it, you can hit the Q key. Now we're going to show the git lf command, which is a very important command. Gives you a very nice graphical view of the branch. Again, each row basically is a commit. It also nicely illustrates when you have merges inside of the branch, which is demonstrated here, which is a very simple merge. And you can go use the up and down keys to go up and down, and the Q will get you out of that view, the Q key. Now we're going to show how to create a upstream remote, which will connect to the OpenEMR official codebase master branch. First, we're going to show the git remote command, which shows the origin. The origin is what you created when you originally created the local repository in the introduction video, which is connected to your GitHub OpenEMR repository. And then we're going to show here the git lf command. You can see this commit is 4 weeks old in your master branch, which is outdated because generally there's a commit almost every day in the OpenEMR codebase. So we're going to go to your site, you're going to go into your GitHub account, and as you can see here, you can top left, when you go in your GitHub account, you see that OpenEMR repository, which is the official repository. You can click on that, and then you'll see the code here that HTTPS will copy that command. Then we're going to type in git remote add upstream, and then we're going to paste in that command that we just copied. So this will add the upstream remote, which is basically connected to the official OpenEMR codebase master branch. And you can see here when you do git remote, you can see the origin and the upstream. Now we're going to show how to keep your master branch updated. And one key thing is you should never do any custom work in your master branch. That branch should only be used to store the most recent official OpenEMR codebase. And here we're going to show how to update that to keep it updated to the most recent official codebase. So there's a set of commands to do that. First, we'll make sure you're in the master branch by doing git checkout or co master. And then we're going to do a git fetch upstream, which now will collect all the most recent commits from the upstream remote, which again is the OpenEMR official code repository, which will bring in all these branches. Most important one, which we are focused on, is the master branch, which is highlighted here. So now we're going to bring in the code into this branch by doing by doing a git pull upstream master. So this actually updates the master branch that we're on with the master branch from the upstream, bringing in all the most recent code, which you can demonstrate by doing git lf. So again, now what you'll see here is, again, all the commits are listed. You'll notice that the most recent commit is now 4 hours, from 4 hours ago rather than 4 weeks ago that it was before. So we're now showing the most recent code from the official code base. So now we're going to show how to best way to develop using branches in Git. First, we're going to show how to create a working branch from master when developing, which you generally do by going to master, updating that master to the most recent official code base, and then you make a branch from that, which you can then work from. So to do this, you will git checkout with co master, and you want to just do this even though you are in master. We'll just show that we're going to follow these steps. So now we're in the master branch, and now we're going to update master, or ensure it's updated the most recent code base by doing git fetch upstream and then git pull upstream master. This is telling us that it is updated. So now we're going to make a new branch that we're going to work from. So we're going to use git co-b change, and we're going to call the branch that we're going to go to the change about script. So we've now changed to a new branch, the change about script, which shows in the path here. Again, you want to use that and not work in master, but work in new branches. Now we're going to do some development work in that new branch. At this point, we're going to need to start the environment. Generally, if your environment's already started, you're going to want to tear down the environment and then start it up again. So to do that, we're going first see if the environment started. Again, the docker ps-a command is showing that there's no dockers loaded up yet. So that means we don't need to tear down the environment. We're going to go to the docker /development-easy directory, which is where we can start the environment from, and we'll do an OpenEMR command. We would do down if you had dockers, but in this case we don't, so we're just going to need to do the OpenEMR-cmd up command to start the easy development environment, or the easy development testing environment. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes. After that time, you can then do the OpenEMR-cmd dl command, which will show this output when it is all completed. Again, it should take about 5 to 10 minutes. Now you can go to localhost :A300 to go to your OpenEMR testing environment. Log in via username admin, password pass, PASS. And then we're going to go to the about OpenEMR script, and we're going to edit the donate now label in the code base. So we're going to go to the text editor, and go to the script at git OpenEMR templates core, and then this about script. And this is what we're going to modify this line here in that script, line number 92, where it says donate now label. And we're going to edit that label to please donate now with some exclamation marks. We're going to save that. So we've made changes in the code base. Now we'll go back to OpenEMR, close this tab, and then we're going to open it again with the about OpenEMR. And again, you'll see there, so you see the new label that you modified, the please donate now. So now we're going to show how to save your work into a git commit. So we're going to open a terminal. And first we're going to show a couple commands just to show how things are working under the hood. So again, the git st command is showing that you have this modified file, which is what we just modified, that about.html.twig file. And then the git df command is the diff, which is showing the code changes that have been made, which again, here is you can see the code change to please donate now. And now we're going to make the commit git ci-a-m with a comment, or a kind of a commit comment, which we're going to just make changes to about page. So this is going to create your commit with your code in it, which you can visualize by doing the git lg command, which will show a summary of the commit. You can see there the commit ID, the author of the commit, which is myself, the changes to the about page, which is the title of the commit, and here's the code changes that were in the commit. Please donate now. You can also do the git lf command, and again, you can see that first commit at the top is the one that we just made. So now we're going to show how to collaborate with others, which you do initially by pushing your code to your GitHub OpenEMR repository. And then after that, you can share it with others and even make pull requests to the official code base for code reviews. So we're going to do the git push origin, which again is to your OpenEMR code base on GitHub. Again, git push origin, and we're going to push that change about script branch. So this essentially is push your change about script branch to your OpenEMR repository on GitHub. So you can then go to your GitHub account, click on that top left icon to see, let's see, your repositories will generally show on the left. In this case, we're logged into this master OpenEMR account, or sorry, machine OpenEMR. And we'll click on that button, and then we can go to that branches label, click on that, and it'll show the branches. And again, you can see that new branch that we uploaded, which is a change about script branch. We can click on that, and this is essentially showing the code in that branch that we pushed up. We can click on that commits label, which will then list the commits in the branch, and you can see the most recent commit is the one that we uploaded, which is the changes to about page. You can click on that and just even see the code changes that were made in the commit. So now we can click and go back to the machine OpenEMR repository on GitHub by clicking on that OpenEMR link. And if we want to make a pull request, you can see at the top, we can do that compare and pull request button. And if we click on it, then we can actually see the beginning of our pull request, which here is showing that it is going to request it from the main OpenEMR code base. So first we need to put a comment explaining the code in the pull request. Here where we're going to state that's an improvement to the about page, along with a comment just letting the developers know that this is not a real pull request. And you can scroll down and actually see the code changes that you can see at the bottom there, where we have our code changed to the please donate now. Then when we're ready to submit the pull request, we can click the create pull request button, which will submit it. So we are essentially now submitting our code changes as a pull request to the official OpenEMR community project. And this is what it'll look like after you submit it. See a couple tabs up here. And now what we're going to do is show what it looks like from the OpenEMR repository. So we're going to go back to our home page in GitHub, and then you're going to go to the main OpenEMR repository on GitHub, and you can see that pull request tab at the top. You'll click on that, and there's the pull request that we just submitted. Again, the changes to about page, we can click on that, and again, we can view our pull request that we put in. There are several tabs at the top. There's the conversations where comments go, and then there's commits where it shows our commit, and then the files changes shows all the changes, which again, we have that one line change to the please donate now. And that's the end of the tutorial.